Hello, this is Ron from Ron's YouTube channel. Welcome back into another video here. It's going to be a drone video today, and specifically it's going to be the Autel show today. We're back here with the Autel Nano Plus, one of the hot new mini drones of 2022. Sorry, I got a little horse in my, frog in my throat there today. Every time we got to make a video, I get a little frog down there. But we've got a firmware update on this drone recently. So I'm going to go over some of the firmware notes, and we're going to take it out to the field. We're going to do a little test flight with all the new firmware options. So, okay, here we go. All right, so the firmware we're specifically talking about here for the Nano Plus, and the Autel Lite drone also got firmware updates the same day as this. I believe this firmware came out around the 10th of August, but I don't have the Lite drone, so I can't make any comments on it per se. So, okay, on the Nano Plus, the aircraft firmware is now 1.4.64, and we're on the Sky app version 1.4.20. So some of the things that were added or improved with these updates were flight logs. This software makes it easier to access your flight logs, and something that put in there because when you have a problem with your drone, Autel corporate, Autel help desk, whatever you want to say, they need better you to communicate, send them logs better, so they made it easier for you to access the logs they need and send them in. So I haven't actually dug in there. I've never looked at the logs before, so even if they did make it easier, I wouldn't know because I've never looked at the logs since I got the drone. Luckily, I haven't had any problems with it, so I haven't needed to look. But the flight logs are easier to access. Okay, that's number one. Number two, voiceover options. And if I understand this correctly, in the settings, it's easier to go in there and now turn off some of the voice notifications that you usually get with these drones, like general alerts, obstacle avoidance alerts. You're able to toggle some of these alerts on and off. I haven't tried this yet. I kind of like the voice alerts telling me, what's going on. So I haven't had a need to toggle them off. But I can see, if you were in a situation where you wanted to be stealthy and not have the drone talking to you during the whole flight, that it may be a good thing. So, but we will test this out in the near future. But we didn't get to test out. Haven't tested it out yet. And the last thing was the flight range increase. Now, that's the big one. Everybody loves to get more flight range out of their drones. So this says that the maximum flight distance for the Nano has been increased by a factor of 10. I'm not a big factor person. It said the maximum distance can now be set to 5,000 meters. So that sounds like an impressive number. So I haven't actually done a range test on this yet, so I don't know what I was getting before. It always seemed to have good signal to me. I never had a problem with disconnections or signal on range. My problem would be if I fly too far out, the battery life is not what it is on some of the other modern drones, such as the Mini 3 or the Mavic 3. You don't get the battery life that you do in some of the other current drones. So that would be one of the deterrents to set it out too far. And of course, it's not the world's greatest drone handling wind. So if you send it out and you've got to fight a wind coming back, it could be dicey whether you make it back. But we will try to do a signal test at some point. So that's it for the the firmware update, the big notes or whatever. But this test you're gonna see here. We're going to try to get out and see. One of the big concerns for myself and a lot of other people is that these firmware updates don't break something that was working well in the past, which has happened many times on different drones. So you sit back, enjoy the short test flight down here by the marina down here, the bayfront in Margate City, and we're going to just run through some basic functions of the drone and see if everything's still working well. So okay. Grab yourself a drink, maybe a snack. It's not really that long. You don't really need to grab anything. Just enjoy the video, and we'll see it when it's over. Okay. Welcome in. This is a flight with the Autel Nano Plus drone here. I'm taking off from the Swift Marina here in beautiful Margate City. It's about maybe a half hour before sunset here, maybe a little bit less. So we're looking at the skyline here of Margate City here. It's a crane there in the marina, and the colors and you look beautiful. The clouds look great. The camera on this Nano is, really good, especially for a mini drone, and does a pretty good job in low light. And look at the detail it captures up there in the clouds. Really, really nice. Now I just have it on auto here, no ND filters, anything like that. So we're Dr. Auto here, but it still looks good here. I don't know, frame rate's probably a little too high, but. And here we got a little bit closer to the coastline here on the bay side. Here, look at the that golden sunlight hitting the houses here. And the drone is it's hailing beautifully. There's not much wind tonight, so it's flying beautifully. Here's a different angle. We're coming here towards this little log cabin place here. You can see the people partying, having a good time there. Food and drinks. So there was when a bird went by. Look at that. Look at the detail you can see in the casinos and hotels down in Atlantic City, way off in the distance there. Just exceptional job here. Here's we're looking at the main road into Margate City here, Jerome Avenue, going over the Swift Marine. You can see me standing down there by the car with the back hatch up. So here's the bay side. Here's some of the salt marshes out there, and here you can see the sun setting right to the right side of the camera here as I'm coming down. I think I'm coming in to swap a battery out here. The Nano doesn't have the same battery life that we're used to getting out of our DJI drones, so you got to switch them out a little bit more often there. So just one thing to keep in mind here. Here's some of the boats, the jet skis that keep down here at the marina. So here we go back up again on a fresh battery here. We're going to see how the low light looks here, as we move through the sunset here now. The sun looks great there, but look at it's crushing the shadows around the bridge area there and the marina. Same thing here. We're crushing the shadows. These are a series of pictures here, and the pictures look great also. I mean, colors, detail. Now here we go again. It's sort of crushing the dark areas, the shadows in this. So well, I hope you enjoyed that little test flight with the Nano Plus drone. I did not see any issues as far as the firmware doing anything detrimental to the way it did fly. I think it flew well. To me, it's flying better than it ever did now. It's performing real well. I didn't see any oddities. The camera still seemed to be functioning well. Gimbal was fine. Signal strength was fine during the whole flight. Of course, this thing's you're good in low light and so on. But the compass got satellites in fast. Compass seemed to be fine. And you may see a little gimbal crooked horizon there from time to time. I forgot. It's my fault. I forgot to calibrate the gimbal after I did the firmware update, which I should have done. So I didn't do that. I have done it now, so after the flight was over, but I did not do it before. So if you see a little wonkiness in the gimbal, or actually crooked horizon is what I want to say, don't blame the drone per se. It's my fault for not calibrating the gimbal after the firmware update. So I didn't get to check some of the like the logs, but I will get into that in another video to see if the logs and if you could turn some of the sounds off. We will test that in another video. I just basically wanted to get out there and make sure it still was flying well after this firmware update. So okay, I hope you enjoyed this quick test of the Nano Plus with the new firmware on it. And we got more videos coming up on the little Nano, and we're going to test the firmware out a little bit more in deeper detail in upcoming videos. So thanks for joining me today for this show here, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if you got anything out of this video, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already a member. And ring that bell notification so you'll know when I put more videos out on the little Nano Plus or other drones, the later DJI drones out, Mini 3, Mavic 3, even the Air 2S. We're still doing videos on. So, and also there's a thanks button down there where you can send a little bit to the channel to help out, starting as low as $1.99. So anything helps out, helps me, get more products in here for review. And of course, I will leave an Amazon link down below if you would like to purchase the Nano Plus drone. There's currently a sale from Autel on the Nano Plus. I'm not sure if it. If it's ineffective for Amazon, but I think it is. But I will drop Amazon links down below, for the Nano. I'll put one down for just the Nano and the Firmware kit too, where you get the extra batteries and the charging hub, which is always a good thing. So thanks for watching, and we will definitely see you on the next one, folks.